Roxo Media House.
We're just starting conversation. Let's let the shit pop up as it comes.
Okay, you want to do an introduction or get us going?
All
right,
we
can do that in post. We can do that in post. We can do that in post.
I need this. All right, so welcome everybody to the Three Real Brothers podcast. I am your co-host, Kris Gardner, and we are back again with your weekly edition of knowledge from the Three Real Brothers. I'm here.
Knowledge, I like it.
Knowledge, like smart people. Yeah, you know how we do it, man. We give you free education every week. That's what we are. We are intellectual educators.
Right.
That's what we do.
Right.
All right. And so I want to introduce my co-host again. Back again.
What's happening, everybody? My name is Kenny Gardner.
I don't think it goes like that. I think they know who you are now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. Whatever. What's up, everybody? Kenny Gardner. Yo, whatever, man. Whatever. However it goes, there.
Yeah. Take that. Did you say your name?
I'm sorry. I got to reintroduce myself. Yeah, just in case you didn't see the other one doing it. Kyle Gardner, back at it again.
Watch the last episode. Shit. Okay. Kyle Gardner, Kenny Gardner, Kris Gardner. They know who we are, I think. If not, then you'll learn. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So how was y'all week, man?
My week was pretty good. Saturday was a little rough though. We was filming a movie and working on that, and Saturday wasn't my best day. But
why not?
Man, I was just kind of going through a lot, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes I know.
Come on, talk to us.
I'm just saying.
He's already.
What happened?
You know, sometimes I'm just saying. You know, come on, sensitive one.
Come on, tell me.
Be a good shoulder to lean on right here.
What happened?
I appreciate it.
Come on, what's going on? Just
no.
It
was a valuable lesson I learned that, you know what I mean, that you can't take anything for granted and you got to be prepared 110%. And so,
Kyle, let's ask you. So how was your week? Hopefully better than that?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Saturday night, so I'm in a play right now. It's at Jubilee Theater, and it's called Plenty of Time.
Downtown Fort Worth.
Downtown Fort Worth.
Can I boost it?
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I had the chance to go see this play, and obviously he's my brother, and I'm one of the people who struggle at plays because I'm obviously at a play, like I can see they're right here, like it's not real. You know what I mean? But your level of professionalism as far as your talent as an actor, bro, sucked me in the most heterosexual way.
Gotcha. I didn't even go there because my brother, but I get it though. I get it.
This is 2022.
I get it.
But it's like, bro, like how crazy it was. Like, I mean, I laughed. I tried not to cry. I did the man cry. I did the.
You looked up.
When you look up and you don't want them to run down, you're like, dang, bro, why y'all stupid? Stupid. And so he made me do the man cry a little bit, and so unbelievable job. So if you have a chance, it's one more weekend left.
One more weekend left.
This is October. What weekend is this?
This would be
October 30th, 31st, or 29th, 30th.
29th. So
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
If you're not watching this before October 29th, 2022.
Yeah.
2022, is that right?
Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good.
You're doing good.
2022,
2022, right?
Yeah.
And so if you have an opportunity to go see it, Jubilee Theater, unbelievable job, brother.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish.
It was a good weekend. Some performances are better than others. You felt like so. For example, Saturday night, I didn't feel like I was on, but we do 2 shows on Saturday. So, the matinees at 3:00, that's good because the energy's there. And then as you sit there at the theater for like 10 hours, that second show, it's like that's helping me work on becoming a working actor, understanding that you're not always going to feel it when you're in it, and you still got to make it work. You still got people in the audience and stuff like that too. So Saturday night, I didn't feel like the best of it, but Sunday, I like to bounce back. I love recovering stuff. That's my favorite part. Okay, this didn't go well, and I try not to sit in funk too long. You know what I mean? I like to kind of
be kind to yourself.
Yeah, be kind to myself.
Good. So you had a good week at the Jubilee.
Yeah.
Solid. You had almost a good week.
You had a good recovery.
You had a good recovery. There we go. You failed, but you picked yourself back up in the boots.
What about you? How was your weekend?
I filmed a comedy special with I can say we can say that.
Yeah, sure.
DeMarcus Bailey and Keenan Black. Keenan Black.
Nice.
We filmed so we'll be on Tubi and Peacock and Amazon.
Oh, that's dope.
So if you got the chance, go check it out. It'll be called Underground Gems. Hasn't come out yet. Well, as we're speaking now, but it's gonna come out. It's coming. So that was super cool.
That's nice.
I kind of want to dive into something. One of the questions that I got, and I thought that was so cool, is we are really brothers. Like, that's not a joke. We are really, really, truly brothers. And one of the people was saying, like, I wish I could get my sons to be as close as you guys are.
Yeah.
Okay, and we are close. And I don't like this is literally us no matter what. Like I mean, if there was no podcast, we'd still be on the couch arguing somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Like that's just who we are.
Basically.
And so what do you think attributed to us being so close? Like how do you think we got like this?
I thought about that. I don't know if it's I think it's an overall thing. I think you got to give credit to our mom. You have to say, our mom and our dad. You know what I mean? I just kind of household. It was always a fun do-it-yourself environment. You know what I mean?
I had to laugh.
Yeah,
I had to laugh. We'll talk about it later. Go ahead.
But you get what I'm saying? It was always like a fun, do everything together environment. You know what I mean? We just go outside, play baseball, basketball. Like we're always doing stuff together. You know, of course, you fight along the way and you argue along the way and you go through seasons where you hate each other. That happens. But it was just like we're just always doing stuff together. You know what I mean? It was like, hey,
travel,
let's go.
Whatever.
We travel together all the time. And that's from a very, very young age.
You know what the crazy thing is? You mentioned that too. I can't even think. We've never even been in a fist fight. Well, I ain't been in a fist fight with them. They way bigger than me. So they ain't never had no.
Well,
I don't know.
We've had physical times, but so that one time,
who did?
So I hit Scooter with the Tonka truck.
Yeah, I did get hit with a tongue.
That was like 6 though.
Yeah,
That was
but
young.
I bust his head open.
Yeah, that happened.
I got him that day.
No, but seriously.
Yeah.
And then you hit me with the pool stick.
Yep.
When did I do that?
Didn't
You don't remember that?
I hit
No,
I hit you with a
I
pool
took credit
stick.
for that one. I think I was the one that hit you with the pool stick.
Bro, he hit me with the pool stick.
Wait a
I
minute.
ain't gonna forget when somebody hit me with a pool stick.
I know I swung at you with a pool stick.
I was
but-
you swung.
Oh.
You always been like the level headed one.
It's
Bro,
when we had the yeah.
Bro, so we are young, and I just remember him coming down the hallway with this like Jason look in his pool stick in his hand, bro, and he just is running at me. And he swings, and bro, you broke the pool stick on my head.
Really?
Yeah, that time, and then that time where I used to always bully him. So that was my thing. Like,
Right.
if he had an open chest, I swear, I'm coming.
He's so big. He's so big.
Big too. So he used to like break him down.
Oh my God. That's that hurt. That hurt.
Bro, I used to.
He used to try to cave my chest in. I'm like,
I would. Boom, go open chest. Like, and I used to knock him in the chest. And one time, bro, I got him one morning, and we ate breakfast. I boom, open chest. And then so he's like distraught, bro. He's almost about to cry.
Right.
And then he walks away.
Wait, hold on. Before we say it, this is the first time I've ever stood up to him.
Wait.
This is the first time I've ever stood up to him. I remember that.
I hit him in the chest, bro. Bro, see, he cries a little bit. It hurts, bro. So he's breaking down. And then I'm like, I'm laughing, making fun of him. And he starts walking away. And then I walk over to him, to further my laugh.
Yeah.
He turned around, bro, and hit me. Yeah, mind you,
Everything he had.
With everything he's had, he's never, it didn't even hurt. I was surprised.
Yeah, right.
That he hit me.
I threw the hardest punch I could, and I closed my eyes, and I think I only hit you in your chest because he's taller than me. So I just threw it. I was like,
what? But he realized what he did, and I realized what he did, bro, and he just took
But hold on. But the funny thing was, because I knew I messed up, because as I was swinging, I started pulling back on the swing. I was like, wait a minute, I don't know if I want to hit him.
It was so funny. He hit me, and we looked at each other like,
yeah, I hit him. When I hit you, I remember I looked at my hand. I was like, I looked at you, and I saw your face. I was like, oh, damn, he about to get me. He about to get me.
Like, if somebody disrespects us, it takes us a minute to get the information. Like, if you ever disrespect, it took me a second to gather that information.
I was scared to death. Because I took off, and mom was in the kitchen that day. She was trying. She busted out laughing. She was busted out.
I'm chasing him. Bro, he's hopping over the couch. I'm trying to catch this.
I was running for my life.
Story you told me.
Bro. I'm like,
then you would like hop over the rail up the stairs.
It was just like, I'm like, bro, just go. Just go, bro.
I got him that day.
That was funny.
Bro, that was so funny, man.
Yeah,
So just being, but I guess going back to it, the stories that we have being that close, we never really hit each other. We always respect each other.
Yeah.
I attested to a lot of times we moved a lot as a kids.
Yes.
We moved from, Alexandria to Pine, Shreveport to Fort Hood, to that, like,
right.
So we were the only friends that we had
over 2 years, right? I think we never stayed in the same place for longer than 2 years.
Exactly. We never lived anywhere longer than 2 years. So we're here for 2 years, here for 2 years. You know what I mean?
Y'all
And
were older,
jump-
so y'all have more of a memory of like Fort Hood and all this. I don't have too much.
Yeah, because you kind of grew up here.
Yeah, he was still younger. But,
but
still, we had to be our own friends.
yes,
Right.
We had to entertain ourselves. We had to compete against ourselves.
Yep.
Like this, what attributed to this? Like it's us being so close. Like I remember living in an apartment. I don't know if y'all remember this. I was thinking about this the other day. Bro, we used to shower together. So we were like 9 years old. Like,
no, real, right, real.
Like, Mama didn't want to spend. I think you probably. No, you were old enough, bro. This was in Texas.
I remember this. No, I remember this when we first moved here. Here, like we didn't have a house. We didn't have anything.
Yeah.
We had to stay in a hotel room.
Hotel.
Oh, that's
we had
right.
a hotel room.
I do remember
Real talk.
that.
We had a hotel room, and we were fortunate enough to have one of those hotel rooms that had the door in the middle.
Yeah.
So mom and dad had the room next door, and it was just us three in the other hotel room.
So us two used to share a bed. You had your own bed. You was the oldest.
Yeah, and we were just in a hotel room for like 3. Was it like 3 months?
3
No, it
months.
was like maybe 6.
It was 3 months.
It was about 3 months, and
Yeah,
then after that, we got a just a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah,
because we didn't have anything, so we had a 2-bedroom apartment. So what happened was, all 3 of our beds were in this 1 bedroom. You know what I mean? And at that time, I was a freshman in high school.
That's what I'm saying.
So like we were older, but that's all we had. So
bro, we
it was
showered
like,
together.
Yeah, we
like,
showered.
Like Mama didn't want to do 2 showers. Mama's like a $36 water bill. There's other places to save money.
Right. So I mean, that's all. You're right. That's like it's all we had. You know what I mean? It's like all we had consistently.
You know what I think actually adds to a lot of it, and it's also shout out to mom for doing that, but it's the fact that we keep a level of respect between each other.
For sure.
And something that was also put into us, I remember it was one of the preaching, she was like, I remember just specific, she's like, if you have $1, your brother has $1.
Mm-hmm.
And so just that, and it doesn't resonate until later. It's like, oh, I'm always looking out for you, and I'm always looking out for Kenny, and we have each other's back. And so it's been pushed in our heads at a very young age. It's like, this is all you have, when it's all said and done. And you don't ever let your brother struggle. If you got $1, he's got $1. You got a place to live, he's got a place to live. So it's always been into that.
I haven't talked to my brother in 10 years.
Yeah, I hear people say that all the time.
Bro, my mind like literally is like it's blown when I hear that. Like, what you mean you ain't talk? Like I couldn't imagine going 6 months without talking to my brothers, much less.
I can imagine a week.
We go like, yo, what y'all doing? You know?
Well, yeah, exactly. I got to know something.
Right.
Some people are like, well, I haven't. So I mean, we're really lucky to have the relationship that we have, and then to be as entertaining as we are together. You know what I mean? Like I think we have a cool dynamic. That's why I truly. Even if this podcast never makes us any money, it's one of the best and like one of the favorite things I've
people
done
ask
in my
me,
life.
people always ask me like, "What's your dream? Like, what's your dream role, dream job?" I was like to do something with my brothers.
Something with my brothers. Like,
do something with my brothers. Yeah,
this
I don't
is
care.
it. Like this is a dream.
Cool.
Like nobody has to give me $1 for this, and it just allowed me to have this space to be able to communicate and joke with my brothers on a weekly basis and make y'all come here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, they say I'm the sensitive one. You hear all this emotion and stuff coming from me.
I had a
This is
drink
great.
That's what I
Anyway, for
no,
sure.
but that's legit though. And so, all right. So I kind of living together, being as close as we are. What's a pet peeve? What's a pet peeve that one of us do that you're just like, bro, I cannot stand?
Ignorance. God, I can't stand ignorant people. Ignorance. Ignorant.
I said one of us.
One of us. Who ignorant? Who's ignorant?
Yeah. Oh, you talking about between us?
Between us.
I thought you meant in general.
We'll start here and then we'll expand.
Go ahead.
We'll start here. What's one thing that we pet peeved about?
I know one off tip.
I know. What do you think I'm setting up?
I know which one.
No, go ahead. Since you got something off rip, go ahead. I want to hear this.
So Kenny. Kenny. All right.
Kenny. Always Kenny. Go ahead.
Anytime in the bathroom, Kenny shaves his head, shaves his beard, he lines it up. And look, he look good now. But what he doesn't do.
What we're doing right now?
Yeah, we're doing this right now. I can't think of a better time. He leaves his hair in the sink. It don't matter what it is. And at first you think he's thoughtful, but he's like, hey, bro, you got a dirty towel. I'm going to place it there. It'll be able to collect it. And you think, man, that's so sweet. He's considerate. And he leaves it. He leaves it. It's in there. I can't wash my hands. I can't, because there's Kenny's hair. I'm like, yo. Pretty sure my bathroom didn't look like this when you got in here. And that's just what he does.
Oh, bro, you ain't lying. You know what's so funny?
Drives me crazy.
He just takes the towel and then he puts it up, but then
he don't put it in the dirty. He put it there. He don't wipe it nothing down. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? That is probably my own, and probably the second thing is Kenny, because you never wear my clothes and stuff. We not Kenny like to squeeze his big ass in my clothes. Really? Be stretching out my shirts.
Really?
I can't find nothing. Yeah, I'm like, man, I was like, this is a fitted shirt. Now it's all loose. I'm like, man, I don't buy my clothes like that. Kenny be on there, and then he'll
a shirt found?
Yeah, he'll run through your closet and leave all the clothes out and won't put nothing back.
All right,
so
let's put context to the story, okay?
I'm just like, bro.
Let's put context to the story. Real quick for the world to know. So at Kyle's place is where our studio is, where we do our auditions at, okay? So just context to this whole story. Where Kyle stays is where we do our auditions at. So a lot of times I'm coming over there and doing auditions. So a lot of times, you shaving up, or sometimes like, yo, I'm doing an audition, or I'm thinking about, oh, I can wear this or I can wear that. And so I'm like, yo, Kyle, let me get a shirt real quick or something. It's not like I'm going out of Kyle's closet and grabbing clothes, be like, yo, I'm about to go out on Friday and look fly in this. No, it's not that. It's just like, I go over there, hey, we shooting the studio. We're going there, I was shooting an audition. And so I'm like, man, I just need a shirt. I need You know what? Let's make this about me. Let's make today about me. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Let's make today about me.
So now my shirt's stretched out and there's hair all in my sink.
Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Today's about me. Okay, today's Kenny Day. Okay,
but go ahead. What stuff we do that we? Oh, come on! I know you gonna come and look at this.
No, it's cool. No, Chris, you go ahead. Since you already there, go ahead.
Since we on the same page,
yeah, go ahead. Don't let me stop you. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
No, I can say this. But it's not you.
Go ahead. Clean it up.
It's too logical for me. But that's not a problem. That's just why we butt heads all the time. Because I'm like super I live in the gray area, and you live so far in the black and white that we just crash all the time. Because I'm like, bro, let's go build a cake, and you know what I'm saying, just with full excitement, and you're always like, well, we need the ingredients. We need to get
we
didn't
go to culinary school.
We need the sugar. We haven't studied how to get it, and it's like, but your approach is so correct. I mean, I don't want to say it's so correct, but it's like it's good to have your approach and it's good to have my approach. That's why we make such a good team. That is why we clash. But my pet peeve is with this little boy.
What I do?
Oh yes, yeah. Well, go ahead,
bro. To me, okay, Kyle don't have kids. Kyle don't got nothing to stop or slow him to slow him down. He has no speed bumps except for he likes to sleep.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Why are you sleeping?
Still. From the night before.
You're not a growing boy.
There's still hope. There's still hope for that. There's still hope for that.
Bro.
Yes. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's like, Kyle, I can't call you at 10:30 in the morning. I can't call you at 11. I can't, bro. And then when you do call him, he might not answer.
I've never seen somebody who has nothing to do, but always busy and can't answer the phone.
Bro, what are you doing?
I'm like, what are you doing, man?
You're not doing anything. What are you doing?
Why are you so tired from the night before? That's what I don't understand.
He'll say something like this. It'll be Thursday. He'd be like, I had a play last weekend. He'd be like, 4 days ago? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. We're done now, bro. Like,
right. Well, come on, man.
They cleaned up the theater and everything, man. Like, I had a play.
They're ready for the next weekend.
Seen it last and then I got something to do in 2 months, and so I'm real busy.
Like, bro.
There's time in between there. Because it's like, I wake up, bro, I get like 10 things done. And like I'm done my day by like 10 a.m.
Yeah, you know
I wake up, bro. I'm like by 5:30, 6 in the morning, bro. I gotta get this done. 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 And then I'm calling him to do one thing.
Right.
One thing.
That's what I
you just need to do one thing in this whole part of things that I got going, bro. So all you gotta do is be up and answer the phone.
Yes.
Bro, do not be
so
up,
stressful.
Bro.
So in my defense though, I do all my work usually at night, all my editing and stuff like that. In my defense.
So what do you do during the day?
During the day, I gotta sleep eventually. And I need
seen how much stuff I did last
night. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Are you serious?
What do you do during the day?
I need a good 8 to 10 hours of sleep.
No.
I am that tired.
I am that tired. Not 8 to 10.
It's like 16 hours. You know how long it takes for the world to know, Kyle edits a lot of our auditions and stuff like that. And it's so stressful. I'm like, Kyle, this audition has to be in by 2:00 today.
It's already done.
I'm like, bro.
All thing you gotta do is hit send.
Yes, just press send, man. He's
I'm sleeping. And you know what? I used to make y'all upset too. Same thing for Christmas though. Even when it came to Christmas Day and stuff.
I was waiting
y'all would be frustrated.
That was the worst.
Pissed off
No, that was the worst. Christmas Day, for the world to know, Christmas Day, we couldn't open our presents. My mom waited for everybody to wake up. So guess who's never up?
I've always been like that. Even during Christmas Day, I wouldn't wake up till almost noon.
Me and Chris are up at like what 7 in the morning.
7. They're like, let's open presents. Let's open presents.
I'm ready.
Don't come to my room.
7 is a late day for me.
Yes. 11:30 in the morning. We still trying to kick Kyle to wake up on Christmas Day. Like, come on, man. Like, golly.
Them presents ain't going nowhere.
Breakfast is the worst. Breakfast is the worst.
Yes,
because you're sitting there hungry.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm waiting,
and Mom's going, "Hey, Kyle, get up! Breakfast is ready."
Wait for everybody get up.
Yeah,
no, bro, he gotta get up now. He can just eat when it's cold.
Yes, let's like golly. But anyway,
what's something Chris do?
I'll be the first one to tell you what Chris does.
I wouldn't say that.
This is something that Chris does. Chris, when Chris calls you. He doesn't say hello. He doesn't say anything like that.
No greeting.
He doesn't.
Nothing. Yeah, and he wonder why I don't pick up his phone call.
Chris calls you, Chris will say something like,
"Hey, I need you to."
Yeah. That's all he says. He'd be like, "Yo," he's like, "Hey, I need you. Hey, I need this from you." All right, bye. So he'd be like, "Hello, what? Hello? I mean, how are you doing today? What's going on?" He'd be like, "Hey, bro, this is what we need to do. We need to do a podcast.
Right.
We're gonna do it now. All right, bye." He'd be like, "Huh?
Need you here by 1:00. Good.
Yeah. All right, bye." He'd be like, "Damn." And sometimes he don't even say bye.
He don't say
hi or bye. It's just like, "What? This is the reason I'm calling you for. What I need you for," and hangs up the phone. He doesn't even say anything.
My pet peeve with Chris is that. Okay, my favorite soda. Dang, I wish I could say it. Dang, I wish I could say it because that's promotion. I'm not gonna give y'all that just yet. But my favorite drink, it's a can. It rhymes with right, and it's green. So he and I buy the cases of them, and he'll come and he will take a sip. Out of a whole can of my favorite drink, a sip, not a gulp, a sip. And you know when you open these cans, it goes flat, so you can't have him after a while. You can't. He will have 4 or 5 of my favorite drinks cracked open, and I can't have a sip. And you go through a whole thing of my cases, and they're just filled up in the refrigerator.
Like, you don't need all this soda.
It's like I'm doing you some justice. I'm saying you don't need to drink all this
because I'm making a drink. Yes. And so I don't need the whole soda, you know. I just
be wasting it. We gotta pour it out. I'm like, yo.
Yes, because when I come to the house, I'm like,
who is all these cans of soda? Why is half-empty water bottles
doing here?
It's just killing me.
Golly.
Killing me.
Oh, the other thing, Chris, we talked about.
There's a list.
Yeah. The other thing we talked about is Chris ideas. We always talk about Chris. Like Chris said, Chris doesn't have any context to his ideas. So it's just results. It's just like, hey, I got this idea. We're gonna make $1 million. All right, bye.
Bro, just trust me. Trust me.
All you gotta do is show up. We're gonna do this and this and this. Bro, what do you think about making $5,000 a week, fam? A week, fam. What do you think about $5,000 a week, fam? All right, bye. Like, damn, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like,
so
how we gonna do
plan
that?
to this? How is this gonna work?
Yeah.
I didn't want to. Okay, so and this is how I think of it. I see the whole thing, right? And so in my head, it's just like, y'all don't see it. We just got to do this, this, and this. Like, I'm like, all this stuff is obvious to me. Like, we don't need to sit down and plan anything, bro. We have the idea. Just show up.
And it's going to happen.
And it's going to happen.
No,
and
bro.
the way life works, it's just going to pan out.
It's going to be great. It's
going
to talent.
You need details. You need process.
Talent gets found.
Yes.
No, bro. You need details. And maybe
this is where they clash at.
All
this
the
is
time,
where it
because
goes
I'm like,
in.
bro, I need step by step. You need layer by layer. And you got to plan to do what you're going to do. You got to prepare to do what you're going to do.
And then this is where Chris gets the backlash on this, where he has his irritation with Kenny, is that Kenny needs a step by step by step, but by then you're wasting so much time
that I don't want to do
trying to.
That he's on to his
I'm
next
already on
adventure.
He's
about
on
how
to the
make
next
money.
idea. He's like, no, forget it. Forget it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. That's millionaire stuff. We're trying to get the billionaire stuff right now.
Yeah. Y'all still thinking about that last week? No.
Right. Anyway,
But
yeah.
I mean, in all fairness, this is how this podcast came about. I'm
Yes.
sitting around, I'm like, y'all, just sit down, and Scooter's like, what are we going to talk about? And I'm
Yes.
like, it doesn't matter.
People just want to see us,
They
fam.
just wanna
People
see
just
us
want to see us
talking,
talk, bro. I'm like, nigga, for what, bro? Like, what are we doing? Like, why?
Oh,
Well,
man.
I mean,
So that
seriously.
could be a problem. I could see.
Yeah, it's a big
I can
problem.
see where this
Yeah,
should be
yeah,
a little
but
bit.
yes,
of
we
that.
are ready to get back into some more interesting topics. I think you had one that you wanted to bring up. What you have?
So my question was to you guys.
Because we are entertainers.
Yes. Being in entertainment business, do you think it's possible to have a successful relationship while trying to be a successful entertainer?
Or let me ask this: what's the pitfalls? What do you think? What do you think would mess the relationship up?
Well, first of all, that's why I'm asking you guys.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking you guys. So
Okay.
get my
Well, I can
answer.
say this: time is number one in attention.
Uh-huh.
Okay, time and attention. Women are paid through time and attention. Well, through mostly attention.
Okay.
That's how you pay your woman, is through attention.
They
right?
need to feel loved.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
The attention.
Right.
And so men are kind of paid through time. Like, I've given you my time. Like, you should appreciate that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But women are paid through with the attention. So you have to show, hey, you're this. And in entertainment, one, I'm focused on the attention that's supposed to be on me. So
Mhm.
I can't always give you the attention that you want because I'm trying to seek that attention for myself.
Yes.
Okay. And then two, that time that I give you. So when I'm with you, and I mean that's also learning how to be able to block out all the other things and compartmentalize everything that you have. Hey, this is entertainment. This is my family. This is different. But as humans, as you talk about, I didn't get this call back. So now I'm at home making her life a living hell. Right. I didn't get this call back because it's not like a job where I work at and I'm just
A 9 to 5 job. A 9 to 5
where
job.
I'm a 9 to 5 job where I know where I'm gonna get paid at.
Right,
I know what
right.
the next thing's got coming.
Right.
Like I literally have to earn every single penny that I make.
Absolutely.
And so
Absolutely.
one, I can't give you the security that you want.
Right.
And I think this kind of falls into something else that we're talking about.
Right.
But what's your opinion about that? And we'll talk about the next thing there.
Can you be a successful artist and have a successful relationship?
Can you
Can
have
you
a
have a
can you be an
successful
artist?
relationship while trying to be a
Yeah.
successful artist? Like your journey to trying to get there,
Okay.
and yet still have a successful relationship.
Okay, I may go just a little deeper. Into,
Okay.
okay. What do you define success as an artist for you?
I mean, it could be.
It could be. So I mean, if you're
anything.
talking about
What
just the
is it?
level
Whatever.
that we
Yeah,
want
I
to be,
know.
I'm just saying
Of course.
because I like
There
to.
we go.
Yeah, because I
Here we go.
have to be like,
Wait,
what
what
do
you
you?
define as
What do you?
success?
Can you be in a
Goddamn.
relationship
Yes.
and be an artist and it work?
You can be, but I don't know how well it will work. But
Why
you
not?
can.
Why not?
You
Why won't it work?
can be
Why-
in one. I think because like you said, it's so much time. It's dividing up your time. Is really the challenging part too, because it's like, okay, I'm spending time with my significant other, but I'm not spending time necessarily on my craft. You know what I mean? And so it's either I have to break the two up. Okay, am I going to acting classes here, or I'm going to be in this play here, or I'm going to do whatever. Okay, I want to go do studio work in New York. I want to go, but then you have to calculate. Okay, it's going to take time away from her.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously when you go and after you go through all this, whatever you're doing creatively, and then whatever you have left, you give it to her, and it may not be to the level that she wants. You know what I mean? Your energy's down, you're tired or whatever, and you're trying to do that.
And so it's on social media all day looking at these happy ass people.
exactly.
Right.
And then they see all the
Right.
posts they're getting. You're not, because you're grinding and you're trying. But a lot of times though, I think what's important is that if you're in these type of relationships, whoever you're with, they have to understand what you're trying to build. And all that work that you're putting into, you're building for us and not just me. But she has to be able to understand it, and that's got to be communicated. So I think it can work if you have someone, like you said, you made a hell of a quote the other day when you were saying, if she makes you choose, then she's not the right one, in terms of your arts turn to your craft.
Right.
You said how did you word it exactly?
So
you said something so
we were
good.
talking about this, and what I said is that if you have to pick between what you're trying to do and her, then you know she's not the right one. You'll meet the right one when you don't have to pick between the two, because she's going to be right there with you along the way. You know what I mean?
You also had
that.
another
I love
quote
that.
about that too, when that kind of goes to the point of what you're saying as far as time goes. If I'm at home, I'm not making no money.
Yes, and I stand by that. I say that all the time. If you see me every day, then you know I ain't doing well. If I'm at home, if I'm available every day when you get on, we're for breakfast, and we can make happy hour at 5 every day, and we ain't doing well. You know what I mean? I'm not doing well. I'm doing well when I'm gone.
Right.
When I'm not home. That's how you know we're doing well, because that means I'm working or working towards something.
And that's kind of goes with you saying somebody, and what you saying too is I have to have somebody who understands that.
Yes.
Because really, I think to try to be an artist and then have a relationship is harder than already being an artist.
Yes.
And then getting into
yes. Now, if you somehow establish yourself on the totem pole, if you will, and then you fall back and find somebody, okay, I want to share my life and continue to grow with, I think that becomes easier. But starting from ground up and a relationship at the same time, it becomes very difficult, because in this business, not only do you have to work on your individual craft, but there's also a networking part of it too that comes with it. And sometimes you gotta always be available. We always say ability is in availability. So if you're not if you're not available, then you got no ability. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's one of those things where you're like, well, honey, we're going on this cruise, and you're like, well, I can't go to this cruise because I'm supposed to go to this one event and meet with this person and meet with that person. You know what I mean? That's going to be good to show my face here.
You gotta go
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or this is my birthday weekend. Or it's an anniversary. Well, I just got this call back that just came in, last night. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're supposed to leave. Our plane tickets are tomorrow. I'm like, well, listen. You know what I mean?
You got to be understanding. But that's just finding somebody that's understand. But I don't even necessarily mean me making it on that pedestal.
Yes.
If you met me and you knew what I was trying to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But people say, when you come in, everybody goes, oh, okay, it'd be cool. But
that's because they don't know the nuances.
They don't know the nuances.
Oh, you broke?
Then after,
what you mean your check won't come into 2 months?
Yeah, what you mean? I know I just did this commercial, I did this job, but
but I say
take
you
60
on
to
TV,
90
you
days.
ain't no millionaire.
Well, kind of some process things. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta explain. No, it'll happen. No, you just gotta believe.
Yeah. Now Kenny lying talking about his money again. He lying last week.
But no, so it's like, and I even found for me that I find myself balancing, because I've tried to bring somebody along with the whole situation. So I'm over here going, over here shaking hands, and then she's like, wait a minute, you left me over here. Then you got to go back over here. And you're like, no, honey, how you doing? Come over here. And then you got to go, oh, well, no, wait, Steve. Hey, Steve, how you doing? I'm Kenny Gardner, blah, 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 blah. And then she drifting off. She go, oh, you just going to leave me and go talk to Steve for 30 minutes? Now I got to go back over here. You know what I mean? And it's like back and forth. It's like either you can come along and fit, you know what I mean? Or just, I just rather you just sit back, stay at home. I'll be back tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I found it's very, very difficult. Not impossible, but extremely difficult. You got to have a lot of patience.
Now let me.
I'm about to say there's another pitfall that comes with that. So because you're talking about money, right?
Yeah.
So as you still want
just overall success in general.
But I'm just saying like this. So you still want to be the man though in this relationship, right? So not making the money, and this is for a lot of the early artists too, not making the money that you want to make early on, you're almost sometimes depending on this woman that you're with to help you get through financially at first, especially the early pitfalls. And hey, my girl helped me rent a car to go do a show. You know what I mean? Like that's what you're going to deal with. And so as a man, you almost are fighting more than just, hey, I'm trying to make it. I'm still trying to show you I love you and keep myself established as the man of the house.
Right. But see, this is what I think. You got to know like who you are, right? Because what I'm saying is that, yes, I mean, we all have our degrees. We can all go get a 9-to-5 job and go make 60 grand a year, 75 grand a year, whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm using that number because the overall census is say that if when you're making about 70, 75 grand a year, you have everything you want in your life. Right. You have everything you want in your life, or you have all your basic needs are fulfilled and you can live comfortably, right? So yes, we can go get a job, go start a career, whatever, in the regular 9-to-5 workplace, and and there we go. Now I got the money, I can buy a house and buy a car, all that other stuff. But when I go to sleep at night, I still got to feel good about myself and who I am. You know what I mean? And me working a 9-to-5 like that would drive me crazy. I would be miserable. And so therefore, I won't be any good to you at all. So, okay, yeah, I'm making the money, and yeah, we're living comfortably, and yeah, we got the nice white picket house, nice white house with the white picket fence, and we got 3 dogs in the back with a pool. Oh, that's great. But you know what? I'm miserable. I'm absolutely miserable. I need to do this. This is who I am. This is in my makeup. This is me. I need to do this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But my question is this,
the question is.
Because you're trying to establish yourself as the man of the house. Okay? Also. So you are the quote unquote leader. In these days, I mean, they talk about, they use the word submit a lot. Like, I want my girl to submit to me. and women aren't just going to submit to, and because these women aren't like the earlier women, 1930, whatever women. They're not going to submit until they see it's a plan and something worth submitting to.
Right.
And so you being an early artist, still trying to establish yourself as the man of the house, how do you do that if you're not making that money?
This goes back to my question. This goes back to why I proposed this question, because I really do think it is difficult for that reason. You know what I mean? It's like, so what you find yourself overworking. You know what I mean? Because you're like, okay, well, even though I'm working on this craft, but now I find myself trying to work odd jobs in between, just trying to make some money. You know what I'm saying? But then the other part I think about it too is like the idea of women of saying that a man should make this much money or do whatever, right? I think that this whole new age way of thinking, or not say new age way of thinking, it's different, because to say that a man who's doing well is a man who's making a lot of money. So only thing I got to do, if I make a lot of money and I got a nice place to stay, then I'm a great guy. Is that what you're saying?
I don't. I think the question that they're asking is from that too. If you're not the sole breadwinner of the house, are you still considered the man of the house?
That's what I'm saying. Because you're trying to establish yourself as the man of the house.
I mean, especially as artists and stuff. And she has a 9-to-5. She
aren't just about to just submit to you just because I'm an actor. Like,
yeah,
you better have something that they show. And
or
so
something to show for.
How do you still establish yourself as the man of the house? And this is where I answer my own question. I think being the man of the house isn't just about money. It's about leadership and direction and respect.
And see, that's where I was getting at. But go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the way you put it, though.
Yeah,
seriously.
exactly. It's leadership, direction, and respect, right? The leadership as far as, you may make more money than me, but when it comes to a lot of things, I have this quote. And I really don't want to say it because to me, girls ask stupid ass questions, right? Women ask stupid ass questions, right? It's not because they're not smart, because they're very smart, actually more intelligent than men, if you ask me. It's little nuances of part of life that they don't always see how we see it as far as the man goes. And that's where that direction comes in. And that's why we think they're stupid ass questions. But in reality, if you look at it from their perspective, these are great questions. These are, hey, why don't you, but we take it as, oh, you challenging me. You're not submitting to me. And so even though you make more money than me, I want you to submit. I think that's a way to say it, but I don't like saying the word submit because I don't want you to submit. So I want you to submit to me if you think it's a good idea. I don't want you to submit to me just because I want you to submit to me.
Right.
And so us being leaders of the household, we have to have plans. We have to have direction. We have to show the leadership, and that's where the respect comes in.
Right.
Like me showing her the respect of, yeah, you do make more money than me and all this other stuff, but I'm still this house.
But, so here's the problem. Go ahead, Kyle.
I'll be devil's advocate and stuff too, because it's really hard to put your foot down when you don't own anything in the house.
But that's what I'm
saying. But it's really hard. Check this out. It's really hard to be like, hey, look, shit.
But you're still a man, right? Okay. So if you're in bed with her and there's a noise downstairs, does she get her rich ass up? No. I'm still the man to go check out what's going on. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like there's still that, and that's the respect part.
And that's also the protective part of that too, is just being the man.
It's more than just hey, I'm providing for you. I mean, financial gains is wonderful, but nowadays, I believe black women make up like 60% of the workforce. Like, they make more money than men already. They are higher, and I'm strictly speaking in black culture, okay? Not everybody, but actually black culture is the only culture where women make more than the men. Women make up the workforce. They're making more money now. So you're going to run across women that make more money than you, okay? So these whole gender roles, do y'all think if I make less than money, you should cook or something?
No, I've never been into that.
And
I've never been into a woman should cook, the man should take out the trash. I never been into that.
So then we're talking about gender roles.
Right. If she's the breadwinner and stuff too, then what would be your role as a man?
That's what I'm saying. Does she change now? But that's
no. I'd be like,
I don't mind cooking.
This is
if you bringing in the money,
I'm making more than me. Matter of fact, I'm looking for it. Like, I want you to make more money than me. I want to submit.
Right. But I think the other thing is too is like you talked about, man. You know, these days, it's like, yeah, you can make more money, but I think what women want to see is a plan or a direction. And I think it's different to go, hey, I'm an artist. Yo, let me jump on this video game. I got Call of Duty to play for about an hour today. It's a lot different from that versus then, okay, I'm not making money, but I'm grinding every day. I'm up when you up, and I'm gone when you come home because I'm working at something. And you can constantly see me working at it. Because I always believe hard work pays off. You know what I'm saying?
So your conclusion is that yes, you're still the man.
Yes.
Whether you're making the money or not.
Yes, as long as I'm working at something. You know what I mean? But if I'm not working at it, I'm sitting there playing, you know, video games, and I'm sleeping till 11:30. I'm taking her car, dropping off at work, then going back home. You know what I'm saying? And like then it's like that's to me, that's where your disrespect comes in at. You know what I mean? Now it's like, okay, you ain't doing nothing.
You ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, you ain't doing nothing. But if every day I'm working at it, regardless if it's actually working out, if I have a plan and I have a direction or a path of action, then I think she can go, okay, I respect that. You know what I mean?
You don't feel your power is diminished though? You don't
no,
feel like,
I personally don't if I have a plan of action, because you know what I'm saying? Because I'm showing you what I'm working at. Just because it may not be working out now, right?
Don't mean it ain't gonna work out.
Don't mean it ain't gonna work out. Or it doesn't mean I can't take that energy and realize, okay, this path is failing or this path is not working, and I can shift it over to this and try this path. Because I think women are more attracted, my opinion, they're more attracted to work ethic and direction than just results. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got your gold chain.
Yeah, I don't know. I still be devil's advocate because I just think that being a provider is a crucial part of being a man in the household. And so it's really hard to fulfill saying, yes, I'm still the man. And it's almost like, okay, if you can be the provider, but also not the protector, I think you need to have those components. Therefore, she's cool with you. And then all of a sudden she finds somebody who's richer. That happens a lot.
But I'm saying this. So if we're gonna play gender roles, then you got to continue to play gender roles. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, well, as the man, I'm the provider." Well, then every other gender role would better be filled too. Is she over here doing your laundry? Is she? You know what I mean? Like, no, she's not doing all that.
So yeah, me personally, I don't think you can still call yourself "quote unquote" the man of the house like that if you're not providing to that terms, even though, you know what I mean? It's just hard. For me, it's really hard to put your foot down and demand, and this, that, I demand this kind of respect and stuff. And, you ain't bringing in
but
change.
That's just respect as a man,
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
I'm just playing devil's advocate too.
But there's also respect as a woman too. Like, you need to respect them the same way. Like, I don't expect you to cook. Like, if you don't cook, I cook.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's I think we need to be more gender role fluid.
Right. Okay, I'm with you on that.
I don't need. Okay, well, I don't make no money. I don't make the most money, so I ain't the man of the house no more.
Gotcha.
But if something happens, she's not going downstairs.
Right. Gotcha.
My conclusion is then that I think we should always fill in. So if you're making more money, then I'm gonna make sure things are fixed up on my side. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be there to pick you up where you're not strong at or where you're not be doing well at, and I need you to be able to pick me up where I'm not doing well at currently.
Gender role fluid.
Okay,
that's our new word. Gender role fluid. 3 Real Brothers podcasts are teaching you about gender role fluidity. All right, man, let's wrap it up with the advice.
Okay.
Advice for one entertainer? Go ahead, Scoop.
So my advice is what I learned this weekend. So my advice would be is to continue, no matter how bad you suck, no matter how bad you fall, just keep pursuing, keep going at it, because your ability is shown in how you recover from bad things or mistakes. So keep going.
I love that. My advice to artists is keep the vision clear. A lot of times in the pitfalls and stuff too, like you said, we lose sight of the end goals and stuff. And I think anything that's worth doing is worth doing badly. So keep the vision clear as you're going through the process of that too. Understanding where you're trying to get through and all the trials and tribulations that you go through. Remember the end goal where you're trying to get to.
Okay. And my advice is don't try to win an award before you create, okay? Just create, and don't try to judge and don't try to control how the world is going to view your content. Just put the content out there and then let the world pick what they like about it and then go that route.
Love it, guys. I love it. Love the energy today.
Well, that's another episode of the Three Real Brothers podcast getting wrapped up here, right here at Roxo Studio. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to the pages at Three Real Brothers. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. And make sure you follow and subscribe. And Spotify. Make sure
iHeartRadio too?
We're working on all that.
Yep.
So we're going to be anywhere
YouTube,
that you want to listen to us. But make sure the YouTube channel, if you want to watch it, if you like to listen, then make sure anywhere you listen to your podcast. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next week.
Bet.